In the heart of Africa, nestled between rolling green hills and vast golden plains, lay a village called Kibulani. Life in Kibulani was simple but rich in tradition. The villagers lived by the customs passed down through generations, where courtship was sacred, and marriage was a foundation for a family's honor. But one woman was about to challenge everything they believed in. Her name was Nyambura, a woman of breathtaking beauty, intelligence, and wealth. Unlike many in the village, she had been educated in the city, returning home only recently after building a thriving business in trade. She had everything one could desire, except a husband. In Kibulani, it was customary for a woman to wait for suitors to approach her family, bringing gifts and proving their worth through their wealth, strength, or character. But Nyambura had no intention of following this path. "If I am to marry, I must marry the best," she declared. And so, she devised a plan. Instead of waiting for suitors to come, she would test them in a way no one had ever dared before. She would take each man to bed, one by one, and discover who was truly worthy of her love. Whispers spread through the village like wildfire. Some were scandalized, others intrigued, and many men saw an opportunity. The first to approach was Joboli, the village blacksmith, a man of muscle and sweat, whose hands had built homes and weapons for the people. He was strong, hard-working, and widely respected. Nyambura welcomed him into her home one evening. The villagers watched as he entered, some shaking their heads in disapproval, others envying his luck. The night passed, and by morning, Joboli left with a proud smile, convinced he had proven himself. But when his friends questioned him, he frowned. She was different. She asked questions, strange ones. About my dreams, my fears, my past. And she did not seem convinced. Night after night, new men stepped forward, each one believing he would be the one to win Nyambura's heart. Wasonga, the fisherman with his stories of the sea, Mose, the village chief's son with his fine clothes and arrogance, Otieno, the healer who knew the secrets of herbs and bodies. Some left boasting of their performance, others left confused, and a few never spoke of their encounter at all. The elders were outraged. "She is bringing shame upon herself and this village," they roared. But the younger men and women saw something else, a woman who refused to let tradition dictate her fate. What no one knew was that Nyambura was not just testing their strength or skill in bed. She was looking for something deeper, a man who could match her mind, her ambition, and her heart. And though she had met many, she had not yet found him. But someone was watching her closely. A man who had not yet stepped forward. A man who knew something the others did not. As days turned to weeks, the village of Kibulani remained divided. Some praised Nyambura's boldness, while others condemned her actions. But despite the whispers and judgments, she continued her search. Yet, deep in her heart, doubt began to creep in. Had she made a mistake? She had met strong men, wealthy men, kind men, and even wise men, yet none of them stirred her soul. They desired her beauty, her wealth, and her body, but none had truly seen her. One evening, as the sun dipped below the hills, Nyambura sat outside her home, lost in thought. That was when she heard a voice behind her. "You have tested all the men of the village," it said. "But you have not tested me." She turned and found herself staring into the calm, knowing eyes of Kigen, the quiet man who had never sought attention, never joined the boasting of other men, and never once tried to impress her. He was neither the strongest nor the wealthiest. He had no fine clothes nor grand stories to tell. But he was known for something else, his wisdom. Kigen was a man of deep thought, a teacher to the children, a mediator in disputes, and a friend to all. Nyambura studied him, surprised. "Why now?" she asked. He smiled. "Because I knew you would not find what you were looking for in the others." Intrigued, she led him inside, expecting the same trial she had given the others. But that night was different. Instead of just taking her to bed, Kigen did something no man had done before. "Why do you test men this way?" Nyambura hesitated. No one had ever questioned her reasons. "Because I want the best," she finally said. Kigen nodded. "And what is the best?" She opened her mouth to answer but stopped. She had sought strength, ambition, skill, and wealth. But none had satisfied her. She had never truly defined what she was looking for until now. "The best is someone who sees me," she whispered. Kigen smiled, touching her hand gently. "Then you have found him." For the first time, Nyambura did not test a man by the flesh, but by the mind and soul. And by dawn, she knew the truth: she had found her husband. The village was shocked when she announced her choice. Many men were furious. "How could you choose him?" they protested. "He is not the richest, not the strongest." But Nyambura smiled. "He is the only one who saw me beyond what I could offer." And so, in a wedding unlike any other, Nyambura married Kigen, proving that love is not found in mere desire, nor in power or wealth, but in understanding, respect, and a true meeting of souls. Years later, when the village elders told stories of great love, it was not the warriors or the chiefs they spoke of, but Nyambura and Kigen, the woman who dared to choose her own path, and the man wise enough to wait for her.